This podcast is rated E for everyone.
Hello, and welcome to Famicast 151, your Famicast for the first part of June 2019. I'm your host, Danny Bivens, and today we're joined by James Charlton.
They call me JC! And
How's it
he's
going,
Ty.
Yeah, and also, we're also joined by Ty Sugart.
Ready for action.
Yes, and another person who is not ready for action today is Sairus Delaney. He will not be joining us today. He quit the Famicast.
Sorry about that, lads.
There he is.
What?
No, Sairus will be back probably next time. But in the meantime, we got a lot of stuff.
Cyrus?
What's that?
Seriously, who's Cyrus?
Yeah, I don't know. Some guy. Potato. Right?
Taking a well-deserved vacation
Right.
from us.
Yeah. Don't
True.
blame him. But let's just go ahead and get right to it because we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Some new business, a little bit of news, a little bit of Pokemon Direct stuff. It's going to be happening basically as we're doing this. So another stellar idea to get maximum views. Have a podcast live at the same time as a Nintendo Direct. Great job, me. Anyways, let's just go ahead and kick things off with new business. And Ty,
Oh boy.
would you mind kicking it off? Because I mean, you got some pretty big new business, something that you picked up here recently.
Yeah, that's right. The Granblue Versus beta. Oh man, I have new business on 3 different platforms.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 different platforms.
Yeah, it's true.
Atari 2600 came out the closet.
I don't know where to start. Well, I think you guys want to hear about the Switch that I bought.
Yeah. So, tell us what you've been thinking about it, man. Like, what games do you have? Or are you just waiting for something? Or like, what have
It
you
sucks.
been... Okay, care to elaborate?
Not really.
Okay.
Why did you
Okay,
decide?
I picked up a Switch. You know, I bought it for Cadence of Hyrule, which was believed to be coming out on May 30th, but it didn't.
Right.
Psych.
Yeah, psych. So, you know, I just bought it with Smash Brothers, and I played Smash a little bit, but mostly it's just been sitting on the shelf.
Okay.
How do you like that eight character?
Oh man, I'm so mad. Like,
Did you have to cancel your tournament?
yeah, no tournament because I didn't want to grind out characters for 5 hours or whatever.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
If you're lucky, 5 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, man, I have a lot of opinions about the Switch, and like none of them are good.
Okay.
Like, you know, I'm in the store, like looking at the shelf, thinking, oh, what games do I want to bring home? And the answer is like none of them, because one, they're pretty expensive, like off the shelf games.
For here, yeah, they're definitely a lot more expensive than what you'd find back maybe in Europe or in America. That's for sure.
Yeah. And
Did you
I
buy
feel like,
physical? You bought physical Smash?
yeah, I bought it physical.
What a scrub.
Is that Nintendo doesn't really have a good record with digital sales and, you know, protecting your online investments.
I think
what I mean.
It's changed quite a bit since the 3DS and Wii U days, and obviously since the Wii days where that just didn't exist.
Right.
I don't think Ty ever bought any download software on the 3DS, did you?
Nope. Never did.
Wii U? Probably not either on the Wii U.
Nope.
So
I had a friend that lost all his Pokemon and he couldn't transfer it to a new 3DS.
Yeah, no, the situation on 3DS and Wii U was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But I mean, it really does.
Anything on Wii?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Right, so
nothing legal anyway.
Ty has literally never downloaded anything off a Nintendo.
Yeah. I mean,
in his life.
Have you at least checked the eShop?
Yeah, I browsed the eShop a little bit. There's a lot of cheap games on there, which is nice. There's a lot of weirdo games about, you know, like panties and stuff. So I'm like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But you know, like if I throw my Switch down a sewer and then later buy a new one, like, can I just transfer my account? Do I have to fax Nintendo about it?
Should just be tied to your account. I mean, your saves and shit would just be gone, but cloud saves. I mean, if you had stuff like backed up in the cloud saves, then maybe that's fine. But I don't, unless I'm completely wrong, I don't see any
That's
way
a good
that.
question, actually. What? So with the Xbox and PlayStation, you just if your PlayStation explodes, you just sign in on your new PlayStation and
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Xbox is the same. Like it automatically uploads everything to the cloud,
Yeah.
as well as
Does it,
keeps a local copy.
Can you actually sign in on multiple consoles at the same time?
You can, kind of. Maybe not at the same time, because I mean, I remember I went to my brother's like on a vacation or something, and I had just logged into Xbox Live, and I was playing like NBA 2K or something like at his house, because it had like a cloud save, and he had the game, so I played it like that. But
Like if you're online signed into a game and playing, like it's gonna boot you off one of them.
yeah,
Oh, okay, boot you off one of them. All right.
But,
So
like-
that's the thing that I don't know. It's
But
like
I can just play
Sure.
on one, like turn off the system, like play on another system, then turn it off. Play on another system, turn it off.
that's the thing that I'm not sure about with the Switch. Like if your Switch did explode and you got a new Switch, could you just immediately sign in on the new Switch, or would it say, this account is already tied to another Switch? Like
Yeah,
it has been in the
I
past.
remember when I first started up. It's like, what account do you want to associate with your Switch? This is permanent and you cannot change it. I'm like, oh Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's
that makes me uncomfortable. Another thing is, in general, I think Nintendo is making lots of really boneheaded design decisions with their games, and
All the
like,
time.
yeah, all the time. Like, man, I was on the fence about getting a Switch when ARMS came out, and then like it had like that fucking progression system and shit. I'm like, no, I absolutely do not want this game anymore.
Well, good news, Ty. Nintendo games make up 0.001% of the games on Nintendo Switch. Like, literally every indie game and third-party game in the world is on it. So,
Yeah, and then they're also on Xbox.
right.
yeah. I mean, honestly, Ty, for a guy like you, like, I mean, you live by yourself. You can play it like on the TV, like anytime. Like, unless you like just want to play in bed and you're like out of eye shot.
I wanted to watch the night I got it. I wanted to watch Netflix in bed.
Yeah, well, dude, you should have known that it wasn't on there.
You should have known.
You should have just busted out your Wii U. Boom, you could watch the 480p movies on there.
No, I think they discontinued Netflix on Wii U.
Okay, well, never mind then.
Really?
Yeah,
I watched it kind of semi-recently on Wii U.
yeah. So everything on Switch sucks until Cadence of Hyrule comes out.
But yeah, if you get like an American account set up, assuming you have access to American money, then you can get some sweet, super cheap indie games on there.
Yeah, I can also get them on my Xbox.
Yeah, and once you get that nuclear generator to power it when you're on the train, it's a good time.
I'll have to call my parents, ask them to help me set it up.
But
All
yeah.
right.
Hopefully there'll be some magical moment where you're playing, some game that you like on the train, and you're like, wow, this is cool. I couldn't do this on my Xbox.
All right, we'll see.
We'll get there one day.
We'll see.
All right, well, Switch aside, what else have you been playing?
Oh boy, here we go.
What is this Granblue Fantasy?
All right, Granblue Fantasy is some weird
Mobile.
anime mobile game, whatever. But it's now a fighting game by Arc System Works. And hold on.
That's what you've been going on about. I was like, why is Ty talking about this shitty mobile game that no one cares about? Like, why is he streaming it?
Achievement points.
Yeah.
All right, it's fucking
makes
made
sense.
by the Guilty Gear people.
Yeah.
All right. In fact, I'm gonna just switch over to this footage from my live stream.
Why didn't I just add it to Crosstag?
Yeah, why not? This is
Why do you have to make a whole new game?
All right. I hope this isn't one where I get owned. But
Are you actually playing live?
I was.
Okay.
Because there were only 3 available beta sessions. They did basically the same thing with Dragon Ball.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah. So they had like 3 5-hour sessions, and I played like all 3. So like I was like getting up early in the morning or like staying up till 6 a.m.
Oh, that's like the Splatoon test fire thing. This similar thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get it. I got in on this, and just just
Damn.
grinding for 15 hours.
Does progress carry over? Do you know?
No, it's just a beta. They're gonna change a lot of stuff in the game. So let's see. So this game has a system in place where it actually uses cooldowns on moves.
Is that the orange bar beneath the energy bar?
No, that's just like your regular old super meter. But you see like the 4 icons under the life bar?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Shit, that's like a MOBA game or something.
Yeah. So one feature they are working on is there's like an easy special move button where they do one-touch special moves, but it uses cooldowns.
Wow. Okay.
So that's a thing. And I thought the system in place was kind of weird about it. Like, so you have 6 buttons, and like 3 of them are just like your normal attack buttons, like A, B, C, and you can do your special moves with those, your typical fireball motions or whatever. And you can get 3 different strengths of special moves, and like the hard one, the hard strength, the C button, it's always I want to say it has special properties, or it's just like faster or better, whatever. And if you use that one, it activates a cooldown, so it actually locks you out of that move for like 5 seconds or whatever. So it's like a calculated risk if you want to use like the super version of it. But like if you just use the light or medium, you can just keep using it. And if you use like the easy cooldown button, it always does the strong one. So like, to me, it seems bad.
Okay.
Yeah. So
the video stream quality is not the best that we're looking at here, but is it does it look all right? Is it crisp? Is it nice?
Oh yeah, it's super pretty. I mean, it looks just like Dragon Ball Fighters or Guilty Gear. They're actually 3D models.
Right. I was going to ask about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. They had 5 different characters in the beta. Let's see. Right here, you see Gran and Fairy. I'm assuming these are known to you if you have played the mobile games or whatever.
I don't think anybody listening probably has. I mean,
is it even a thing in the West? I thought it was just a Japanese thing.
I don't know if there's an English version of the mobile game. I'm inclined to check it out right now.
I remember at TGS one year there was like a Granblue Fantasy booze. It was huge and it had a massive airship that cost like $50 million.
Oh yeah, that huge boat. It was like so freaking massive, like an actual like boat-sized boat.
Right, it's a big thing, I guess. Yeah. And you could actually download, or you could play the beta in English or Japanese.
Oh wow, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So the guy is literally called Gran. That's why it's called Granblue Fantasy.
I guess. I don't know. So they have 5 characters in the beta. So there's these 2 here. Who else was there? There's a girl with like a fencing sword. Fuck. Who else? There's the fucking little gremlin princess character. She plays like Blanca and Akuma put together.
Oh, they got the chibi little characters.
Okay,
for the,
yeah, so it's like the same lobby system as Dragon Ball or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. In fact, how convenient in this video that I'm just showing it now. You can hop around to different lobbies, and I think all the top players were in like Tokyo 3 or Tokyo 6.
Okay.
So sometimes I hopped in there. I recognized a couple people.
And you're on that airship that we were just talking about, right?
Yeah. That's what the lobby looks like, and you can find an open machine and play with someone.
Okay, that's neat.
Yeah, that's from what I remember from the Dragon Quest, not Dragon Quest, sorry, Dragon Ball Z beta thing that I played on Switch. It was pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. So here's me trying to mash into a Tokyo lobby. The Tokyo lobby was like full all the time.
Robbie is full.
And yeah, you don't want to hop into the Australia lobby, it looks like, too. So
yeah. So a lot of the time I played in the Northern Japan lobby. It's like whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Connection's fine. It doesn't have that GGPO net code, and when I filled out that survey, I sure fucking let them know.
Yeah. Well, when does this game actually come out?
I don't know off the top of my head. I assume like later this year or early next year.
Is this coming out on Switch? Do you know?
I believe it is, but I don't know if they announced it.
We got a nice comment from Chris Blackstone in the chat. He says, "This new Street Fighter is looking tight."
Yeah, it's fun to play. It's a lot less manic than Blaze Blue or Guilty Gear. It's a slower game with higher damage, so it's more like Samurai Showdown.
Okay.
Which is also in a beta, right? No, it's not a beta. There's a demo you can play for Samurai Showdown.
Okay.
And it's supposed to lock you out after 2 hours, but apparently you can just delete your save data and keep playing it.
Nice.
Nice.
Programmed by Japanese people, then.
Right.
So I'll probably talk about that next week. But, I didn't play it yet because I was busy playing this.
That's adorable. They're all playing little arcade cabinets on a massive airship.
Yeah, and it actually has, like, really nice, soothing music. So I actually love it. Even though the Dragon Ball lobby is like the same thing, and I fucking hate it.
It's not very authentic, though, is it? Because if this was a real arcade, there'd be like everyone would be smoking, and you wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Your little chibi girl would just die of cancer after 10 minutes.
Yep.
Badge of honor.
Right.
Cool.
That's cool. Looks cute.
It is cute. So I like the game.
So they really seem to have a formula for these kind of games now, like how the menus and everything are designed. It's
yeah, I mean this is clearly like recycled from like, Cross Tag and Dragon Ball Fighters. It's the same technology at work. It's
always fun seeing new fighting games because like it seems like everyone has to reinvent the wheel when it comes to like, the start of a battle. They always have to have something completely unique.
Right.
You can't just say like round one fight. It has to be something completely mental now.
Yeah, the
legend commence.
I really like how Under Night has like a full page of like gibberish.
Right.
Okay. Well, we need to move on a little bit. Ty, was there one more thing you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, there was. Actually,
no, I want to watch Ty trying to get into a lobby that's full for the next 20 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Fascinating.
Oh, by the way, I streamed like all three. I streamed 2 sessions of this, I think. Maybe I streamed all 3. I spent a lot of time on one day, like just trying to like photobomb other people's streams. Okay. And I did a pretty good job.
Photobomb?
Yeah, I got a streamer pal in Tokyo named Kuro Ken. I was on his stream. I was chatting with him, showing him some things. And I was on Majin Obama's stream. So he's like a well-known fighting game commentator.
Okay.
So I got in. I played against him. There was a part where he was just chatting on stream in the lobby, and I just like photobombed as hard as possible, just like standing like right in front of the camera with my adorable little lobby character.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Right,
gotcha.
I see.
All right. Okay, let me switch back to my regular camera, I guess. All right.
I want to know what non-Metal Gear is.
Yeah, not Metal Gear. Okay, this isn't on Switch. Oops, I did not save my camera option. Okay, it's not on Switch, but it came up on Game Pass. It was Metal Gear Survive.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna talk about it, but our amazing listener Ryan Madolo said, "Hey, I want to hear about it on the Famicast." So who am I to disappoint?
Good luck to him. Good luck to us all.
So
please tell us about the worst Metal Gear game ever made. I can't wait to hear more about it.
Right. Okay. So I've probably played like 10 hours or so. I'm not sure.
Wow.
But my conclusion is it's not a Metal Gear game.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. Like, so when Konami showed it, like right after Kojima like conspicuously left Konami,
right,
and it looks like they're just barfing out some random ass game that nobody could possibly like. and everybody was pretty sour on it, like from the get-go.
Right. It's a zombie game now, right?
Sort of, yeah. It's like, actually, it's a trash gathering game.
Your favorite genre, right there.
Yeah, so I secretly love it.
Just like that Universal Studios game on GameCube.
Nice.
Right?
It's a deep cut, James. I love
So my Metal Gear code name is now Trash Bear.
it.
Wow.
So
it was free though, right? So you can't complain.
Yeah. Actually, I'm enjoying it because it's like kind of a resource gathering survival game. It's also kind of like a zombie game and also kind of a tower defense game. And
I notice how you haven't mentioned Metal Gear at all in any of these descriptions.
No, it's like the story has like nothing to do with Metal Gear, and they should have just like marketed it as like a general sci-fi game, like a new thing. But then maybe like all the recycled Metal Gear assets would have been way more conspicuous.
Called it Hybrid Heaven. Survive.
There it is.
Right? Yeah.
Makes more sense than Metal Gear.
Right.
Yeah, like all the assets, you can tell they're extremely recycled. Like I guess there's 2 maps, but like the map I've been on, it's basically like, the Afghanistan in Metal Gear, except just rearranged, but it's all like the same textures, the same structures, the same items and stuff.
But it's a good engine. It's a good engine, right?
Yeah, and like the character generator, they just like took it straight up. So yeah, like it looks really pretty at 60 frames a second. It feels polished, but Metal Gear 5 was polished, and it's just 100% recycled cardboard.
Well, Ty, you went pretty much ham on Metal Gear 5, right?
Oh yeah, 5. I got 100% all achievements. Took quite a while.
But you see no connections whatsoever between that and this.
Yeah, like it's extremely nebulous. Like there's yeah, in terms of story, it's like I don't know. They fished your guy's corpse out of the ocean after the events of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, and that's like the only connection, really.
Okay.
That I found so far. And you find a big hunk of metal that says Diamond Dogs on it.
Well, we might have maybe a good explanation of this from Adam Conforti in the chat. He says, poking zombies through a fence simulator? Is that kind of what this is?
Yeah. I do a lot of poking zombies through a fence, or also from like on top of a box that they can't climb up. I definitely poked a lot of zombies to death that way.
Is it a cardboard box?
No. They would chew right through that. Come on, it was a steel shipping container.
Well, you have to ask.
Right?
It's Metal Gear.
Yeah. So the environment's cool. Like I said, it's kind of if there's a second map, like I haven't gotten to it yet, but the first one, it's kind of like a desert, and you have to actually look for food and water and keep your food and water bars up.
And does it have a toilet bar as well?
No.
Shame.
I think you can get the shits if you eat some bad hamsters or whatever.
Just like real life.
Yeah. And some fun stuff happens. Like you wander out into like this thing they call the dust. It's just like a low visibility area where you have limited oxygen. You get an oxygen tank and you wander out here. So, you're on the clock. You gotta do your mission quick. And then like there's this huge fucking spooky monster that roams around out there. It's like, oh shit. So that thing is fun to interact with.
So are you playing with other people, like online, like as a team?
I haven't yet, but apparently you can do that.
Like you teaming up to fight these monsters?
I believe you can. I haven't done it yet, but I think you can just invite friends and stuff.
Because Peace Walker was really big here, and that was a big part of that, wasn't it? It was kind of like,
I played Peace Walker a lot too.
I guess like PSP was famous for like Monster Hunter and Peace Walker because they were kind of local area play games. You know,
Yeah.
four Japanese high school boys would play together on their lunch break, right?
Right.
So maybe they're trying to get some of that back.
I think they are actually
Unsuccessfully or whatever.
Right.
Bring your Xbox with you everywhere you go. You could do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get PlayStation 4,
If you have
whatever.
an Xbox, you can play Metal Gear Survive without buying a damn thing. No strings attached.
There you go. All the Japanese high school
Yeah.
students are doing that.
Right. Oh boy. I think I had one more comment about this, but I forgot what it was.
Is it more or less of a Metal Gear game than Metal Gear Acid was on the PSP?
Less.
Oh god! Wow, we have a
But
new winner.
Like I said, the only thing though about it that's Metal Gear is like, you know, visually it borrows a ton of assets, but like if you just throw your brain away and forget that it's Metal Gear, it's just kind of a fun sci-fi game.
Okay. You know, I get it. I mean, you know, Konami's got them licensed. I mean, might as well just slap it on something, especially if it's using the same engine, trick some people that way. But I mean, this way,
does make you wonder, doesn't it? What are they going to do with the license after this?
Right.
If anything.
Yeah, if anything. I think they said they wanted to make more Metal Gear games. I don't know if they'll be good.
Put one of those Metal Gear collections on Switch for a start, if you're listening, Konami.
Yeah. Right.
That would be good.
Yeah,
Twin Snakes.
Yes, they remake that Twin Snakes, HD version.
Snakes, yeah. Metal Gear, I don't think Metal Gear Solid 2 has ever been on a Nintendo system.
No, sir.
So, I don't know. I can't be really bothered to do one of my rants to make it actually happen in real life, but...
That was actually my first Metal Gear game. I started with 2.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. True story.
Yeah, actually, I think I bought that before I actually had Twin Snakes. I remember people saying it's so awesome, and I just couldn't get into it, man. I just don't like the gameplay.
Metal Gear 2?
Just Metal Gear in general. I just don't like it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Super cool. I don't know.
2 is when they went full ham on the controls and the bad controls.
I liked it.
1 is simple, you know. It's a good game. Anyone can play 1. 2 is like if you hold down the button in the wrong way or look at the controller in a way that it doesn't like, you're going to do the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's what it was. All right. Well, is that it, Ty?
I guess so. I mean, I could talk about Smash Brothers, but everybody knows that game inside out by now.
Hasn't even unlocked King K. Rool yet, I bet.
Yeah.
No, that's the first character I unlocked. I looked at the chart for
how to do it.
Yeah, if you beat the classic mode or whatever, like
right, the DK,
you unlock a set character. So that's what I did. I unlocked K. Rool first, or as soon as I could.
GG.
And then after that, I've just been, just kind of playing, versus CPU or whatever, getting a character like every other match.
Yeah, it's the long game. It takes a long time. I don't even have everybody unlocked yet.
How are you finding the battles against those CPUs when they come up? Have you lost to one yet?
Yeah, but only if they're set to 9 and I play a character I don't know very well.
Right, those new challenger approaching ones. I can't remember if they balance.
I think it turns the difficulty way down for those if you have it set to 9.
Oh, really?
That's what it feels like. I haven't lost any new challengers. They seem really easy.
Oh, they've definitely changed it then. Because I think that was one of the biggest complaints, is that so many people were just losing at the new challenger battles, and that's why they had to have that kind of that special area under one of the menus where you could refight the battles easier.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Because they were ridiculously hard, but they might have balanced them by now. I did it.
I don't think they balanced them. I think they just nerfed them to hell.
There you go. Just put them down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a patch a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, it's got like VR support. Well, we might be talking about it in the news.
Yeah, I'll talk about that a little bit later.
And nerfed Pichu to hell.
There you go.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and go next with new business. I haven't been playing a lot of new stuff per se, but I have been going back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey on the Switch, the cloud version. Recently
I have a question. Can I play that? Even I've got a friend in America. He wants to know if he can play it.
Yeah, he's gold, man. It's good to go.
All right, I'll let him know.
Actually, you know what? Just have him send me his credit card information, and I'll get him all set up.
Cool.
No, yeah, if you're not in on that, lots of questions on the YouTube about that. People just like, can I play this
Sorry.
where I live? It's like, oh man, I answer every single one. So I mean, yeah,
Good luck to you.
right. But anyway, so I've been kind of going back to it and just playing a little bit more. I bought the DLC, the first set of DLC back in January, late December, and I didn't really play much of it because like other games came out and stuff, and I was doing that. I've kind of had a lull in things to play because there's a couple of big things up on the horizon. So I was like, okay, and I also made another video about the newest set of DLC and how that came to Switch and how they kind of fixed the UI and how they make it easier to find a lot of stuff as opposed to how it was before. It's just kind of like a big mess just on the UI on the Switch version. A lot of things just didn't work. You couldn't access the store. You couldn't access this thing called like Ubisoft Club or Club Ubisoft or something like that. There was just a lot of stuff that was just missing from the Switch version that they finally brought all this stuff up to par. So yeah, that's all there. But yeah, like I said,
how is the DLC though?
I'm still playing through the first set, and then I saw that with the second set, there's some stuff that I didn't do in the main game. I mean, the thing that I kind of forgot is just how freaking massive this game is, and just like Assassin's Creed games in general, there's always just so much shit to do, and they're constantly updating this game with free updates, free missions and stuff like that you can do. Like I said, I finished like one arc of the main story, talking about like the family and stuff, but there's some other mythological creature stuff that you can go after, and I've basically been kind of going ham on that stuff for the past couple of days. Really fun, really cool just to see that in a game series where it's, I would say realistic, but then again, in the older ones, you're like in a freaking virtual reality machine, pulling DNA. I mean, you know what I mean? So, but it's just kind of fun to see that they're kind of having a little bit more fun with this. They're putting in these like crazy things that you wouldn't expect to see in an Assassin's Creed game, fighting like minotaurs or a cyclops or something like that. That was pretty cool.
Inspired by true events.
Yeah.
Right? That's what they always say, right? That's how they get around it.
Exactly. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that. But in like the first set of DLC, I think I got through the first chapter. It's not bad. Just like more like kind of more hardcore story stuff to play.
Did you say it was called Fate of Atlantis?
That's the new one. The new one's called Fate of Atlantis, and the one before that.
That's a point-and-click adventure game that I played in the 90s. That's an Indiana Jones point-and-click game.
It's the same thing, dude.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess they're just hoping people have forgotten by now.
Yeah, or maybe
I didn't.
Well, maybe the license just kind of like expired on it or something, patent or whatever.
George Lucas just, spit out his tea.
He's like, it's poetry, it rhymes. He's like, no way, that's not my series.
Right.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm just kind of getting back into this. And I will say that it does seem like it's running a little bit better just in general. James, I know that, you obviously played the Resident Evil 7 cloud version on the Switch.
Right.
And you remember how they always had like the little Wi-Fi signal up in like the upper corner of the...
You could turn that off, but yes.
Yeah. On Resident Evil, you could. On Assassin's Creed, you couldn't at all for the
same company,
time.
same stuff, but they don't.
Yeah.
But
now it's just gone. And it only comes on if your Wi-Fi is just, if your connection is just kind of going to crap.
What about when you play it wired?
It just doesn't show it. I mean, I'm assuming as long as your connection is consistent and not like dipping, like whatever, latency is not crazy or whatever, it doesn't even show up anymore. I've only noticed it coming up whenever my shitty Wi-Fi really messes up and then like the game just stops working, which is, a reality when it comes to cloud gaming.
Oh, you subscribe to shitty Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it's my fucking fault.
Spelled CITY?
Yes.
That's interesting. So it's more almost like a punishment for having a shit connection. They kind of force it on your screen.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, loser.
It does seem like they're doing some kind of dynamic resolution type of stuff, right, especially when playing in a handheld mode. I've noticed it a lot more now. It just seems like you can see like the textures and just the details just not being as sharp when you're playing in handheld mode. This is just like a theory. I haven't read anything that's saying about this, but I mean, I put a lot of time into the game, and you can kind of tell sometimes. But yeah, it's been interesting going back, and yeah, just kind of noticing the new changes and still having a good time with it though too.
Cool. I've got a wide connection on my Switch now. I might have to try that network test again on Odyssey.
Yeah.
Assuming you're allowed to play it more than once.
Yeah, you can play it. I'm pretty sure you can just keep playing it for that little amount of time.
Yeah, it's like a 20-minute. You can do whatever you want in 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I might give it a shot. See what it is.
Yeah.
And I still need to go back to Resident Evil 7. Hopefully they haven't deleted my save game.
Yeah. You said that.
Yeah, the guy said they wouldn't.
Who did you get a hold of about that?
My mate in Ubitas. Ubisoft, whatever. Same thing.
Same thing. Ubitas, yes.
Matt Walker. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Google Translate.
Yep.
That's his name.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, aside from playing Tetris 99 more than I should be playing, just because why not? Great game. Yeah, this is pretty much what I've been up to for the past couple weeks. And, like I said the other day, beating Cuphead. But, yeah, that's in the past now. Got to move on. But speaking of moving on, James, why don't you tell us what you've been playing?
Oh, we're just moving on from my new business immediately. Okay, very good. Thank you.
Bye, James. Okay, thanks, James.
Yeah, kind of similar thing actually. Like the last few weeks have been really, really busy at work. Like this is like end of semester, tests and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty crazy. And I just realized, when we were discussing about when to do the next podcast, I was like, holy shit, I haven't actually played a game in like a week or something like anything. I mean, I've been like taking my Switch on the train and then like taking my Switch in my bag and then not even taking it out, just being like too tired or whatever. Like I take it out and I'm like, I fall asleep with it in my hands on the train or something like that. So I just kind of gave up. But I have been playing Shakedown Hawaii, consistently. And unfortunately, my feelings in that game have kind of changed. I still haven't finished it. And it's kind of getting annoying now. It's really weird. It's kind of sad, actually, because everything about this game is like, it's kind of programmed for me to enjoy it, like the graphical style, the music is fantastic. The theme, the humor, is just everything about it. It just like, it's got my name on it. But I think it's just like the game structure itself, like the story structure. It's very like, it's rapid fire in how it dishes out the missions, but it's just kind of like back to back of these like very short missions, and you kind of see the just like the game design at work kind of thing. You start to see patterns, like you start to see the same kind of mission thing happen again and again, and it just kind of becomes a little bit tedious. It's like it just feels like you're driving to one place and then you're driving back, and then you're going somewhere, killing a bunch of guys, driving back to the other place. You're just kind of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on this map.
Yeah, I would say like I kind of feel the same way with some things in Assassin's Creed, but then again, I put in like 115 hours. So I mean, I think.
But also, the thing with like Assassin's Creed games and even like GTA games, which this is obviously heavily influenced by GTA, right?
Sure.
Like with GTA, like you have a mission, but it's like you have to go to a place on the map to get the mission, and you don't have to go there. You could do a whole bunch of side stuff. You could go wherever you want. You could just go, sightseeing or whatever. But obviously, this map is a lot smaller, just by its nature, because it's a 2D and it's very, very densely populated.
Yeah,
can't stress how much I love the graphics and how there's little people populated everywhere, and things are going on. There's like always something interesting to look at. But it's quite a small map in general compared to a GTA game. But at least in the story mode that I'm playing, it's just there's no time to do anything. It's just like go here, go here, go here, go here. So you never have a chance to just kind of explore the map, and just like there are things to discover on the map. Like there's actually it's taken straight out of original GTA. Actually, GTA 1 and 2, there's like a skull on the map. Oh, I think that when they in the 3D ones as well. I think they were like it's like a killing spree or whatever.
Kill frenzy.
Killing frenzy. Yeah, there are those kind of things. And it'll just give you like a cool weapon. It'll just say, kill whatever 200 people in 30 seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
And those are fun, like, get a flamethrower and you can set yourself on fire now. And you can actually go to one of the fire hydrants and put yourself out.
Okay.
Little touches like that. There's a lot of detail to it. But most of the game is just basically starting at your house and then going to your company and then like finding out some kind of sleazy way of making money, and you'll go there, kill someone or take over somewhere, and then like go back to your house, and it's just back and forth, and it just becoming a bit tedious now, and it's just like I just kind of want it to end.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know when you see the credits, but like there is like a reward or an achievement for like buying everything on the map, and I don't think I'll ever get there. I just want to see the credits at this point. But even that, it's like, what would that be? Just do another 10 missions and then I'll see the credits. It's like I could stop playing now, and I could stop playing in 10 missions. It's like whatever. It's 6 and 2 3s. It doesn't really make a difference.
Okay.
So it's kind of unfortunate. And every time a new cutscene comes in, it makes me smile, and it kind of makes me want to keep going. So it's just the humor and the graphics which making me keep going. The gameplay, and the story structure is kind of like preventing me from wanting to go. So it's like it's a push and pull thing. It's like something's really putting me off, but there's always a carrot in front of me that makes me kind of want to continue. So it's I don't know. It's a really hard, I haven't been able to finish the review because I just don't know how to feel about this game.
Yeah.
Like I'm going between like a 6 out of 10 and one night, and then like a 9 out of 10 the other night. It's like, fuck, I don't know where to place this game.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then I was browsing the eShop in the sales section, which is something I recommend you do, Ty, from time to time. And
Actually, dude, there's sales all the time, Ty. Seriously, even on the Japanese eShop.
Yeah. The Japanese sales are not as good, but there's always sometimes a good thing there.
There's still a lot of shit on there.
Yeah, and I do prefer buying stuff on the Japanese one, just because
Ditto.
I earn in Japanese yen. But there was one game that I really wanted to try out because I had like a Game Boy aesthetic to it. It's something that I've well, patrons will probably know why, but it's something that I've been kind of really into recently, is like Game Boy graphics or Game Boy aesthetics. Like Shakedown Hawaii has a Game Boy filter, and so I found this game called let me get the name right here, The Adventures of Elena Temple. And every time I see a screenshot of this game, I was like, it looks so gorgeous. It's just like a very simple puzzle game, but Ty might actually start showing some footage of this in a minute. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I have that beautiful beam footage.
But the thing about it is you can actually choose the graphics that you want. You can choose Game Boy. You can choose like a Mac, like an old Apple II.
Yeah,
Mac.
I was gonna say this looks like an Apple II game.
You can choose like a DOS, 386 DOS computer. You can choose a Game Boy Advance, but they've all got kind of clever names to get around copyright infringement. So it's like the Super Boy Advanced.
Oh yeah, check it out. You can see.
Oh yeah, I think which one do I go for? Yeah, so Some Toy Advanced. Yeah, I'm playing the GBA version here, but it's all the same game. They don't change. It's just these are literally just filters that you choose.
Yeah.
So it's not like these are all different games. It's not like you've got 8 different adventures. There's one adventure.
Yeah.
So it's it's a very one hit and you're dead game. But like quick restart. And
this looks like Super Meat Boy on Apple II.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's a good way of doing it. You can shoot a gun, which you can kill enemies or shoot pots and shoot switches and stuff.
Oh, so it's actually I Want to Be the Guy.
No one likes that game.
Everyone likes that game.
So it's all about finding buttons and killing enemies and finding hidden walls and stuff. You're basically just collecting these medallions, and the whole map can fit in just one screen. Like I might do it on this footage actually. If somebody can make the footage full screen, that would be good. Does Ty have to do that? Oh, okay. Ty's doing it.
No, I'm not doing it, but okay.
Okay, maybe Danny's doing it. So it's it's a one screen puzzle game. So anytime you die, you just go back to either the place where you last picked up a coin, or if you hadn't picked up a coin, it'll take you to the wherever you entered that screen. So you're never going back very far. and pretty much everything kills you. Like spikes will kill you, enemies will kill you. There's no fall damage.
That's good.
But it's super like, you know, super basic, but like super cute. Like you play this little kind of, I don't know, Indiana Jones female version.
This woman with a hat.
Woman with a hat, you know, very basic animation, kind of cool retro music. And yeah, you just got to collect these medallions and diamonds and like scrolls and stuff and treasure chests. And that's it. I think maybe once you got all the medallions, that's it. But there's no real like story to it. You're just kind of thrown in. It's just boom, go, find whatever. And yeah, like every screen, you know, presents you with like a different kind of like puzzle. Like, you know, there's a switch that we're looking at here that's between like a thin kind of gap in the wall. You just kind of have to work out a way to kind of shoot that. But yeah, there's loads of like, yeah, just open the wall by shooting a switch there. So yeah, there's always a way. Like you initially, sometimes you look at the screen, you're like, how the fuck am I supposed to get that coin? But like, if you stick to it, you can kind of work it out. You know, you might have to actually go somewhere on another screen before you can unlock stuff, but you never have to go very far.
Okay.
And if you die, it's no big deal. You know, you just respawn, boom, you're straight back there. If you die, then you kind of like lose your bullets. You can only ever have 2 bullets at any time, which is also a puzzle in itself. Like, for example, on that screen, there were like 4 enemies, but you've only got 2 bullets. So you kind of have to work your way around, you know, like kill 2 of them and jump over the other 2 or something like that. But it's a really good commute game because you can just like, you know, just wander around get a couple of coins, you know, turn the screen off, you know, get off your train, and then continue on later. So it's like, it's a super pick up and play. And the best part of it is this game cost me 89 pence.
Oh, wow.
On the British eShop. I couldn't find it on the Japanese eShop, which is why I ended up buying on the UK one. I think it was originally 5 squids.
Okay.
But it was on sale for 89. So I think you get, Danny, do you know this? Do you get the gold coins for the original price?
Yeah, I think you get it for what you actually pay.
Oh, you get it for what you actually pay. Okay. Yeah. Because I remember on the Wii U, they used to do stuff like that, like a $50 game, but it was on sale for like 15, but you would get like $50 worth of the points.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure now it just depends on how much money you throw down.
So it's it's literally based on the money you spend. Yeah.
Seems like a better idea for Nintendo. But I mean, before
so
I was going to say anything.
I get 8 pence or whatever for this one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, who knows?
But I don't usually use the British one very much. Like I got quite a few gold coins on the Japanese one, but not so much on this one because I don't really use it. But for 89 pence and for a game that I wanted to play, you know, whatever, I don't mind.
Right,
spending 89 pence on this one. But yeah, that game again was The Adventures of Elena Temple. And talking about stuff on my Nintendo, I bought Super Mario Maker 2. It is now preloaded on my Switch, ready to go. And it haunts me every time I look at my Switch home screen and I can't play it. But Nintendo emailed me a code. As soon as I bought it, I got automatically sent an email saying for a kind of a code to redeem my Mario Maker 2 stylus. So I have applied for that. So, and yeah, free shipping, free everything.
Oh, free shipping?
Yes,
really?
Danny,
from the My Nintendo store? Wow.
Yes, Danny thought I would have to pay for shipping on a free thing.
No, dude, James, they do that. They do that. They have some things where you can actually use like your My Nintendo coins to get like an actual
but that's different though. This is like I bought a game which comes with a stylus.
But this is how is that different? This is the first time it's ever happened. I'm just surprised that they didn't try some bullshit like that though.
Because the platinum coins, like they've actually got quite a lot of cool platinum coin stuff now. You can get actually. This is almost like a throwback to Club Nintendo back in the day. Yeah. You can actually redeem platinum coins, which Ty, in case you don't know, platinum coins you don't get by using real money. You just get them by, I don't know, what do you get?
Signing up for like a newsletter or
reading a newsletter or doing like a questionnaire or some shit like that. You get
torture.
Yeah, things like that, right? Just doing fucking PR for Nintendo, basically.
Oof.
You get, oh, if you played like those, what is it, like Fire Emblem?
Yeah,
stuff
no, if
like
you play
that?
any of the mobile games, any of the
Yeah.
Nintendo mobile games, that's another way that you can actually accrue.
Yeah, if you
these
play
fire
Mario Run or
Animal
Animal
Crossing.
Crossing and all that kind of stuff, you get
So
coins for doing that.
torture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choose your torture, but you get these, quote unquote, free coins. And then you can exchange them for actual physical goods. And they've got some pretty good stuff recently. They've got like a Mario Maker 2 notebook, like actual real ass notebook, and like, stickers and like folders and all sorts of cool stuff. It's like, yeah, it feels like a throwback to Club Nintendo. Danny,
I mean,
are you going to
I
show
got
something?
stuff from this since like last year, maybe since like 2017. I got this like Zelda book from my Nintendo, just paying like some.
So that's the shipping. You have to pay for shipping for that one.
At that point, they basically make it so you have to pay for the shipping for all of it, which was
I think they've learned something from the Club Nintendo days. Maybe they realized they were just losing so much money. People were just getting these big physical items and they were paying shipping as well. Nintendo probably lost, ended up losing money on that in the end.
That's why I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised that they didn't try to make it so that it didn't, so you don't have to pay shipping. That's incredible. They could have just had like the mindset was like, well, you're not buying physical. You have to buy this stupid pencil to, be shipped to your house.
And another cool thing that is exclusive to Japan is that you can actually use platinum coins to get a free week of Nintendo Online. So if you just like, I don't know, go to the website a few times a month, you can get a week of free online. If you do that once a month, that's like 12 weeks free a year, isn't it? Just from looking at Nintendo's website.
Sometimes they have limits on that stuff.
Oh yeah, there is. It's once a month.
Okay.
You can only redeem that voucher once a month. So you can have one. So you can get 5 weeks, for the price of 4 weeks or whatever, right?
Do you know how many coins it is off the top of your head?
It's not. It's 100 coins.
Oh, only 100. Okay.
Yeah, it's not very much at all. So you only have to check the website, a bunch of times, and you can get free week of online. 12 weeks. How much is that? That's like 3 months.
Yeah.
So you could potentially get 3 months free online every year by just looking at a fucking website. And it stacks, right? So, but unfortunately, this is Japan only. So, I mean, you can make a Japanese account, but then you would have to play your games online through your Japanese profile, which you might not want to do. But
typically not a problem unless you're a fan of Splatoon.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I guess you could buy Japanese Splatoon and play that as well. So yeah, there you go. eShop. Stuff. James and his adventures with the eShop.
Cool.
Next.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for new business. So let's go ahead and move on to now playing at the Famicast.com.
.com.
And now playing at Famicast.com. As always, lots of stuff going up on the YouTube, a few different things going up on the website as well. One thing that we put up last week, there is a Doraemon Story of Seasons demo available now. A lot of people kind of slept on this. I didn't see really too many anybody reporting on this or anything. I mean, we said something that it's coming, and a lot of places had said this, but when it actually released, I just kind of went to the eShop and just saw it there, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Is this the one that's getting an English version?
Yes. That's
wow.
Right.
Oh, seriously?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
The first time a Doraemon game has been in English.
Yeah. Well,
right.
I mean, I will say after having played for about an hour, I was just getting kind of bored, to be perfectly honest. I didn't even complete the demo. I just got kind of bored. But you can check out my video footage up on the old YouTube, and you can be the judge of that yourself. I mean, if you're into Harvest Moon type of stuff and you really like Doraemon, boy oh boy, this is a game for you.
I do like the art style though.
No, the art style is fantastic and it runs really smoothly. I'm pretty sure it runs 60. Our videos with our equipment, we can only record up to like 30 frames a second, so please understand.
All right then. Is that it, Danny?
Yeah. Review up. I have a review up for Cuphead, old, and another video up for Assassin's Creed Odyssey cloud version, talking about the fate of Atlantis and kind of the changes with some of the interface and stuff. So check that out.
Cool. So as for me, me and Danny have been playing some more Famicom Online. It's back well, I think last time it was back. We're keeping going with it.
Back again.
We played this week. We played Star Soldier on Famicom Online, and then for the first time ever, we played an NES game.
Yeah,
because there was one exclusive, Western exclusive game, and that was Star Tropics. So look out for that. We played Star Tropics, which is the first game we played in English. You know, that's we're putting it on the Famicom playlist,
right.
even though it's an NES game. But yeah, please do enjoy. Good times? Question mark.
Yeah.
And then as for upcoming Patreon exclusive stuff this month, in the month of June 2019, we have for the audio show, we have Famicast Sound Test, which is the music show that I host by myself, completely alone. And so, yeah, we're currently asking people for ideas, what they would like to hear on Famicast Sound Test episode 5. We've got some good ideas going, and the best ones I will make that into a show, and that will go live later this month. So let us know what kind of music you want to hear. And Danny, you are also going to be doing your episode of The Games That Made Us, right?
That's right. And today I was actually recording some footage that we're going to be using with that. Of course, we're going to have a video version of it as well as an audio version, just so kind of pick your own poison type of a thing. But yeah, really, if you're on Patreon, obviously supporting us there, and you have access to it, I would really highly suggest checking out the video one. There's a lot of cool little extras. You can get a little bit more of a visual thing. But if you can't be bothered to do that, you still get it on the podcast feed. So
yeah, we should really watch the video one.
Yeah.
Actually, there is some breaking now playing news. I just got an email now. I was wondering if this was going to go in time for the show. But Bit Summit happened, and we didn't go.
Yeah.
Or did we? Actually, our intern, Michael, he actually ended up going on his own to Bit Summit, and he played a whole bunch of games at Bit Summit. And he has written some lovely impressions for all the games that he played at Bit Summit. So yeah, go to thefamicast.com and read his impressions. Normally we'd do like a Fami chatting where we'd go back and forth and comment on the games that we played. But it's only Michael, so let's read what Michael thought about the games at Bit Summit.
Yeah,
yeah, he had a good time. It was his first time going to Bit Summit, and he said, yeah, he had a really good time. Played lots of cool games, so check it out.
Cool.
I think that's everything happening on the website, which is, where do you find it again?
Famicast.com.
Not .co.jp?
Oh. No, I don't want to shell out for that. No. All right. Well, James, I think you know what time it is now.
That's right, Poke fans. It's time for the Japanese up in here.
That's right. So obviously the Pokemon Direct for Sword and Shield just happened, and we're all on it. We are the biggest Pokemaniacs this side of somewhere. Ty leading the charge.
Yeah, let me show you my Pokemans.
Yeah.
So there's this is confusing. There's actually two Pokemon Directs to talk about. There was one that happened.
The other one wasn't really a direct. It was just a press conference. But yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing. Yeah. And Pokemon.com actually kind of translated the stuff that happened, because it was only happened in Japanese. There was not a universal, there wasn't like a Pokemon Europe and American version. So let's see how many things. 3, 4 things were revealed, announced at this thing.
Yeah.
Pokemon Home is going to replace the Pokemon Cloud service.
Bank,
oh, thank you. Pokemon Bank, yes. And you can now access it on your smartphone, which kind of makes sense because, I think Pokemon Bank was like on 3DS only.
It started a long time ago, yeah.
So yeah, now we're kind of 3DS is phasing out finally. Nintendo were finally ready to put a bullet in the 3DS's head. So they thought, well, people are using their smartphones these days, right?
Are they?
As well as the fax machines, and
obviously.
So yeah, you'll be able to use Pokemon Home with Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Pokemon Go. Yeah, all accessible from your smartphone. Anyway, that's coming out in early next year, 2020. So yeah, and you can on your Switch as well. Also, you'll be able to have Pokemon Home on your Switch. Hopefully, that's a free app, right? But,
I just saw something interesting on Twitter just now. Pokemon Sword and Shield will have co-op raids.
oh yeah, we're going to talk about that in just one sec, Ty.
Hell yeah.
We're doing the other one. So the other one was Pokemon Sleep.
Oh, I'm interested in this one.
So this is going to be a device based on the Pokemon Go Plus device.
No, plus. It's a new device.
What?
No, Pokemon Plus is something else.
No, it's not.
Pokemon Go Plus device?
This new device called the Pokemon Go Plus symbol.
Oh yeah, you're right. The Pokemon Go Plus. It has the same functions as the original Pokemon Go Plus, but you can use it to play during the day as well as sleep with your Pokemon at night. Ooh, sounds sexual.
There it is.
So look forward to falling asleep with Pikachu in 2020 with your mobile device. So you're going to put like a little Pokeball next to your ear when you're sleeping?
If I'm the Pokemon Go Plus, isn't that wrist strap thing? I think that's what it was.
Could be like a flat disc kind of thing.
No. You know what I'm talking about? Games like Pokemon Go came out, they were selling like wrist strap.
Yeah. But for this new plus thing, it's like Love Plus, isn't it? Love Plus existed, didn't it?
Yeah,
I'm not imagining that.
No,
right?
you're not. It's some things like that you think and you hope that you are, but you're not. That was actually real, and this is real.
Then you ask yourself, did Japanese people then think of this? And then you go, okay, and now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Next one is Pokemon Masters, which is another mobile game for coming to iOS and Android from DNA and the Pokemon Company. It lets you experience a new type of Pokemon battling on the go. It features many Pokemon trainers from the long history of Pokemon games. Oh, so you can play as like Ash and Brock and Misty and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That comes out this year. And you can get more information about that in June, which is this month. Okay. So soon, I guess. Yep. That's Pokemon Sleep, Danny. Don't get them mixed up.
Oh, sorry.
And the next one is actually kind of genuinely mildly interesting news, maybe for Danny. New Detective Pikachu game coming to Switch.
Yeah.
So the movie did quite well. I saw it with my son. We enjoyed it. It's good times. But the game, which Danny, did you review it for NWR? Or?
Yeah, I did.
So did it end on a cliffhanger?
Yes, it did. And man, there was a big gap between the Japanese release and the Western release too, like maybe 2 or 3 years or something. It was kind of ridiculous. No, maybe 2 years. But
okay, yeah. So okay, and you haven't seen the movie?
I haven't. I'm wondering if it's got to be pretty similar. From watching the trailers, I'm like, I know that kid. I know kind of what's going on.
I heard that. Well, actually no, from on RFN. They had Seren on, and she mentioned that the third act is completely different.
Okay.
Which, yeah. Because I thought when I was watching the movie, I was like, shit, this is what the game is like? Wow, shit, I wouldn't expect this in a 3DS game.
Yeah.
But I guess not. Not all of it.
Sure.
So it's going to, answer what the cliffhanger. It's going to tie up those loose ends.
Okay.
So that makes it sound more like a Detective Pikachu 1.5 rather than a Detective Pikachu 2.
They set it up for a sequel. They just set it up for a sequel. It wasn't really even a cliffhanger. It was like, this Pokemon flying across the screen clearly indicates that they're going to make another game.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Let's see how we go with that.
Yeah.
The details are still a mystery, so keep checking Pokemon.com for more information. And the other one was like Pokemon shirts. Yeah. Like, actual dress shirts that you can wear to your office for like $100. Collect them.
Yep.
Right then, more Pokemon news later, but we've got other stuff to talk about. Okay, pass it over to Ty now, because this is the only game he actually wants to play on this Switch.
Hell yeah. Kings of Hyrule is come out in June sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a new video about it. You can find it. I guess it's tagged with Indie World.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yep. So in Indie World is kind of like a thing that NCL has been doing on their YouTube here, basically highlighting indie games for the Japanese market, kind of like basically what they do in the West, but this is kind of like for the Japanese market and stuff like that.
Right. There's some little comments and stuff about it.
Yeah.
I noticed it's still a quote roguelike action.
Yeah.
Has it got lots of comments flying across the screen? www.
No, this one's on YouTube.
Pass.
Yeah, this is on YouTube, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Well, the www is on the side then.
Yeah,
with the live stream.
Yeah. You can turn that shit off. Just don't go to Nico. God, I hate it.
Right. I love paying subscriptions to have shit all over my videos.
God.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because like the indie world thing is kind of a rare occurrence, isn't it, in Japan?
Yeah.
You know,
It's only
we have indie directs like every month.
No, no, that's not true.
Or like, you know, there's indie.
I know.
Indie stuff.
It definitely happens more in the West than what it does in Japan. And it's a recent thing. They just did their first indie world thing like last year around this time. Right. So they've only had 3
comedians or something. Or whatever.
Well, they do like different things too, where they're actually like having, you know, they have Areno, the guy, the Game Center CX guy. He does stuff sometimes at the indie stuff, and other guys too. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Moving on. So we kind of touched on this a little bit earlier. So VR support was obviously added to Smash Bros. Ultimate. I actually got to try this out a little bit before the show.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I couldn't be bothered to actually, you know, hold this thing up to my face and actually worry about playing. So you can also just do a view mode where you're viewing the computer, kind of duking it out and stuff like that on the stage. So that's what I did. I mean, it's fine. I did like a Labo VR review, and I mentioned, and I still believe this, that I really think that stuff like this is cool, and it actually gives you a reason to actually, you know, bust out that Labo thing again, because like last year with all the Labo stuff, it's like maybe like a few weeks after you were done building it and played with it for like 2 hours, and you're like, okay, let's just throw this shit in the garbage. And there was like almost nothing that you can do with this. So this is an okay step forward, I think. But I think it'd be cooler if, like, okay, let's say, you know, they have these Smash Invitationals coming up for E3. Why don't you make it so you can actually watch these matches in that or something like that, you know? Mm-hmm. I think that'd be a lot cooler than just watching the CPU duke it out.
Weird. So you can't actually play while doing it?
No, you can, but I don't want to do that. There's also things too, like they said some items don't work when you're playing in that mode. Final Smashes can't work.
It's all about the frame rate, I guess.
Probably. You know, it ran pretty well. It actually looked better than Mario or Zelda did in VR. Maybe, I don't know why, but it just seemed like it looked a little bit better.
Did it look like the 3DS version of Smash Brothers?
You know, obviously, yes, but it looked a little bit better than that. But, you know, basically, yeah.
All right, then. Cool.
Yep. Well, moving on with more mobile stuff. I think this is going to be pretty big for Japan. So a new Dragon Quest game for mobile has been announced. This is Dragon Quest Walk.
Walking simulator.
Yeah. Wow. So they basically think Pokemon Go, but just with Dragon Quest.
Are you sure they don't want another go at naming that application? Seriously?
I think they're good. Yeah, but you know, Dragon Quest obviously it's a really, really huge series here, and it just looks like, you know, you're going around, you're finding monsters, and I guess somehow battling them. I'm not exactly sure. You know,
the video was so heavily Japan, wasn't it? It's it was just going about Shibuya basically. This is never going to be released in the West.
Yeah, this video was only released on like Square Enix Japan's channel, and then a lot of Western outlets just fucking downloaded it, ripped it, and put it on their channels. Right. So I mean, you know,
we should do that.
Yeah, whatever. But there's no like localized version of this. You don't really need it. There's really not any text in this trailer. It's just kind of watching it and stuff, you know.
Well, you know, 10, 15 years ago, Japanese companies could get away with this, couldn't they? They would be like, you know, release something and no one outside of Japan would ever know about it.
Yeah.
Not these days, though, mate.
Yeah. Fucking dumb.
Try again.
On the Dragon Quest train here, too. So Dragon Quest 12 has officially been announced. Wow. Again, this is kind of like just a bit of news that's non-news. And the series producer Yu Miyake, he went on to say this is actually coming from not Nintendo Everything. Oh my God, what's his name? Brian. James.
Yes.
Thanks for listening.
What?
Anyways, this guy wanted
I
to
was
say
totally
so about the
listening.
series expansions that connect Dragon Quest 12, which everyone is interested in. Right now, we're preparing the things with Hori-san, the creator, and feel like it's going to take a bit more time, but we want to announce it all at once in some sort of way, so please wait for that. So,
Oh, we leading me to a joke about Dragon Quest 11 never coming out on the Switch.
Dragon Quest 11?
Yeah.
That's coming.
Yeah, that's definitely coming now. And it's actually going to be a decent version by the looks of it.
Yeah. You might be thinking of Dragon Quest 10.
No, the 11, that's coming out maybe later this year on Switch.
Yeah, but
Japan,
you said never coming out on Switch. So
yeah, that was my joke, and then it turned out that it actually was coming, and it's actually going to be a decent version. So,
I'd love to say I told you so.
Yeah, we didn't though.
I did.
Do you think the English version? I mean, because it's out in English on the PlayStations, right? I believe the only English version of Dragon Quest 11 is on PlayStation 4, right?
Yeah,
maybe PC as well. Yeah, but the English version on Switch might take another fucking year after that, right?
Well, it's already taking. How? I mean,
I'm just trying to think of like what's the next Dragon Quest game coming to Switch. 12 is another fucking 10 years away.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah.
Right. Right then, next.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. Famicom Online titles on the way, baby. So June's batch is 3 hot bangers that we've all played and loved in the past. City Connection.
Yes.
Or in Japanese, Shitty Connection.
Yep, that's right.
The jokes make themselves, really. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. And Volleyball, which sounds like a black box game if I ever have heard one. So City Connection, Shitty Connection. I mean, they're the same 3 games in the West, by the way. There's absolutely no difference. Even like Shitty Connection, the box for the Western one, they've just used the Japanese one and kind of rejigged it a little bit, which is kind of rare, right? They used to kind of really localize the shit out of those boxes, but they didn't for this one.
Hey, Mega Man says hi.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd never even heard of this City Connection. It's like you're driving a car to like complete a bridge or something like that.
Dude, I don't even know. I just know that there's virtual console versions on all the virtual consoles. That's the only reason I know.
If you want to look at an amazing, playthrough of all 3 of these games, check out the Famicom Online playlist on the Famicast YouTube channel. Me and Danny are going to play the shit out of these games.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, City Connection looks pretty good because you shoot cops in it.
Jesus Christ. Where'd that one come from?
I'm like, I've never played this game. I want to look at a YouTube of it.
Is Double Dragon 2 on NES good?
Yeah, it's a good game.
And I think it's actually 2-player simultaneous.
Yes, it is.
But
there's a little sneaky trick you can use. You can it has friendly fire.
Yeah.
And you can punch out your teammate and you steal their life.
Nice.
So what you do is when somebody gets low, the other player kills them so they can live forever.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You just swap lives back and forth. Pro strats.
Oh, there it is.
Looking forward to Danny saying, "Kill me, James, kill me."
There it is.
And I'm happy to oblige.
Get a strategy down.
Was City Connection an arcade game? Because it looks like it.
I'm pretty sure it was on all sorts of systems, man.
All right.
NES, MSX, fucking, yeah, anything and everything.
Cool.
Okay. Well, we do have a little bit of Pokemon news to get caught up on.
Yeah, which I totally wasn't watching while Danny was talking.
Okay.
Yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's looking hot. There's all sorts of crazy shit going on. Like that Ty just mentioned earlier, there's raid battles. Right?
Yeah, that
Max
seems cool.
raid battles. And there's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 teams of people, like, all firing their Pokemon at these fucking giant Pokemon. There's one like against a...
Yeah, we're Monster Hunter now.
Yeah, and then this female Pokemon trainer picks up this huge Pokeball and throws it at it.
Yeah.
It gets sucked into and it lands on the floor and like makes a dent in the floor. It's like so fucking heavy. It's crazy. There's like massive Pokemon. I don't know what's going on here. Why are the Pokemon so huge? There's like a regular Raichu, but it's like, 20 stories high.
Well, Pokemon also get a special power called Dynamax in this installment, which is a special power that makes them huge and more powerful for 3 turns.
So it's like the Z moves or whatever in.
Well, this also factors into a new mode where up to 4 Pokemon. I'm just reading this on some website.
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's like all the time, but whoa, yeah, okay. I'll be honest, and I mean, James and I remember maybe I was like texting him this like yesterday or whatever, but I was just thinking like, yeah, fucking Pokemon Direct. What's it gonna be? Oh, same old stuff. I mean, only the hardcore Pokemon fans can actually tell us what the hell the difference is. But
Professor Magnolia is actually a female Pokemon professor.
Okay.
There you go. I don't know if that's a new thing to the series, having a female professor.
I don't know.
It does look British as hell. I love it. There's like she's in a library in this like kind of old stone house. There's like people driving boats on like very British looking lakes and stuff like that. It looks there's even like a kind of a Zelda Breath of the Wild style beacon, like light beacon on the world map. So I don't know, maybe they are expanding the world a little bit, making it a bit more expansive and, do what you want. Probably not that much, but it's for kids after all. And Sairus, maybe.
Right. I was actually interested in last year's, Switch Pokemon games. I just
Let's
never
go.
picked it up. Yeah, let's go. It seemed just easy and not too complicated. Not like, I hear one word of like Pokemon lore or people talking about TMs, EVs, whatever the hell, and it just turns me off. I don't care about that stuff,
Oh shit. The video ends with this epic battle between the sword and shield Pokemons. Like one, it's like a dog, like a wolf holding a fucking sword in its mouth. And the other one is another kind of wolf looking one, and his head is kind of like a shield. So there you go. That's the Pokemon Sword and Shield. Oh, are they going to reveal the names of these Pokemons?
Yes.
Maybe.
Do you know them? And Zama. Oh my god. I'm looking at a GIF of this. Zamazenta in English.
Yeah. It releases on November 15th, 2019.
Yep.
The box covers look very like anime. They don't look like CG like they have in the past. They look very, like you can see the black outlines. Well, I guess no, there have been ones like that in the past. And you can also buy a double pack. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Buy both games together?
That's pretty par for the course for Pokemon stuff, right?
Is it? One for your brother, one for the brother, and one for the sister.
One for mom, one for grandma.
Right. Shit. There we go. So it was just like a 16-minute Pokemon Direct.
Yeah.
Which happened, 30 minutes ago.
But you were all of you out there were sitting and watching us. So, I mean, you were just waiting for the news to come expertly and lovingly from us.
We probably had loads of people join this stream after that, right?
Nah.
Thanks for joining.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it looks good. It looks it doesn't look like a lazy kind of like a cash-in kind of thing. It looks like they've put a lot of detail and stuff. Like the stadiums, like definitely look like football stadiums, and they had like animated, people in the crowd look very animated and stuff. They weren't not like 2D cutouts of people.
Not RBI Baseball 2018, where they literally don't move. It's great.
Brilliant.
It's great.
10 out of 10 game on Switch.
Love it.
So yeah, we'll have to find out what Sairus thinks about it next episode.
Right.
Oh, this is episode 151, which is the number of Pokemons.
Oh, no shit. That's cool as fuck.
Oh man, we're going to have to call this a fucking Pokemon episode title now, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we planned it. We planned it this way too, so
yeah, absolutely.
Welcome.
Somebody did the convoluted bug to find Mew and unlock this episode.
Right. There you go. Wow, all the Pokemons and no Sairus.
Yeah,
In your
yeah.
face.
Weird day, weird podcast.
That's right. 3 guys who don't play Pokemon. Talking
Yeah.
about Pokemon.
Right, love it. All right, well, that's gonna do it for the news. So, tell you what, let's hit the feedback first, and then after that, I want to get into a little bit of a, not really a feature, but just kind of a little bit of a talking point before we end the show. But before that,
Ooh.
let's go to the feedback.
What are we doing first, Danny?
So, well, first, this is feedback. If you want your email, question, comment right on the air, you can email us at thefamicast@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Twitter at thefamicast, Facebook, the Famicast. I think you guys get the picture, and you can have your stuff read out on the air like these guys. So I'll kick things off. We've had a lot of comments on the YouTube on a lot of different things. And James, if you would be so kind to get some Twitter stuff pulled up here.
I got some Twitter stuff ready.
Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, obviously, we mentioned earlier, there's always like some Assassin's Creed questions and stuff like this on here.
Brilliant.
Actually, I don't think this time we had any, thank God.
Wow.
But yeah, actually, there was one guy, funny guy. He picked up
Funny guy, eh?
funny guy. He picked up Famicast Revolution, the baseball game that I was kind of going crazy about last year.
Mhm.
And he said, he's not American, I'm pretty sure. He sounds like he's maybe European, but he picked up the game and he said, I don't have any idea how to play baseball and I don't know any Japanese, but the game looked fun. So,
Brilliant.
yeah, so he picked it up. I guess he was here on vacation or something. And, but he didn't know like a lot of the rules of baseball and stuff. So he's just asking a lot of different questions and stuff, and also about some mechanics of the game. So I was helping him out. I won't bore you guys with the details, but I just want you guys out there to know if you do have any type of a question on any type of thing like this, very specific things like this. If you need to know, hey, Ty, how can I get Grand's super back attack, or whatever.
Quarter circle forward twice and C.
There it is. He's
But
not
most
gonna answer
importantly, if you want to know if you can play Assassin's Creed Odyssey cloud version in other countries, feel free to contact Danny.
Like I said,
Anytime.
keep them coming. I will still keep answering them because I'm.
Hope you got a good proxy.
For me, it's music requests, I guess.
Right, right. Yeah. So we got a comment on my Cuphead review. This is from Lemonade. He says, "Hey, I'm actually appreciating the art from this video. I will only attempt to play this game if they ever add it to Xbox Game Pass." Fair enough. It's definitely a hard game. Yes. We actually have a comment on our Kamiya review from last year's Bit Summit.
Okay. I think I might have tweeted out our Bit Summit hub page from last year, so maybe people got to it that way.
Right. Right. Well, Umbran Witch 1411 says Kami-san is such a sweetheart. He gets so stressed out, so he takes it out on his poor fans, including me. Best of luck to him. I every time I see that now, James, I can't think of it like in a positive type of a way. I just think of it facetiously every single time now.
You're welcome.
Yep.
I don't know. Cameo was like super chilled when we interviewed him.
Yeah, he was.
No problem.
Banned us yet or whatever, or blocked us yet. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
we mentioned him and he didn't block us. So
yeah.
We win the internet.
Right. Yeah. We had another comment from Fiano Antonio about the Doraemon Story of Seasons game. He was asking, I would like to know whether or not this will be a short game, less than 30 hours, or maybe over 100 hours, like Story of Seasons.
Why would you know that? Why would anyone know that? It's not even out yet, is it?
Right. I mean, I took an educated guess, and I mean, with it being kind of like a Harvest Moon-y type of game, I think this is a game that should be able to last you quite a while.
Between 30 to 300 hours.
Yeah, I think I said probably more than that. But then he was asking about the price in the West. I was like, well, I have no idea because they just don't have that. But in Japan, it's like a regularly priced kind of like, a retail game, like the 6,500 yen or something like that. So it's probably going to be, I don't know, man. Doraemon's not really that huge in the West. I wonder if they're going to be brave and try to sell it for 60. That doesn't seem like a good idea to me.
Robot Cat Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
64. That's the English title.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that it for YouTube?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Look and see if there's anything else I might have missed. I think that's pretty much it. So what do we got on Twitter, James?
Well, Ryan is asking Ty to talk about Metal Gear.
And I did.
He did?
I delivered.
Ty is saying if you can win some UFO catcher trash if you're a Famicast patron, and this is true. I guess this was inspired by a lot of our patrons are getting their patron swag. The last couple of weeks, like James Allen, he's one of our patrons. He tweeted out the package that he got from us, and Ty added a whole other bunch of stuff that he's willing to give away. We've got a page on the website which patrons can browse and they can ask what they want. And we actually have a couple of slots left. So even if you get in poverty tier for a few months, you might be able to enter a monthly draw to win some swag. So it's worth a shot.
By the way, you can tweet at me and tell me what to try to win out of UFO catchers.
There you go.
If you want those Supersonicos, you gotta say so.
Right. Actually, Ryan says that same thing. He says, to be honest, I don't even know who Supersonico is or why we need her to hold the edge of our cup noodles down. I just know that she was in a lot of UFO catches.
Yeah, you should Google Supersonico when your wife isn't looking.
Just do it at work. Safe search off.
Safe search?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, did the Supersonico game come out on Switch?
Was it a game?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's sort of like it's like a visual novel and like a photo shoot simulator kind of thing. If it did, I'll totally stream it.
Wow. Another one directed at Ty, I guess, from Russ. He says, finally, Ty might have some good games to talk about on the Famicast. I guess that's... Oh, yeah, that's the picture of Ty's Switch.
Yep.
And then Ty says, hope you like another 6 straight months of Necrodancer chat.
Yeah. Oh, shit. This week, I was playing Necrodancer. I came so close to beating story mode like a couple times. It's only a matter of time until I finish it. Story mode, it sounds like something regular, but there's a thread on the Steam forum for it. And it shows like the number of people who have been in outer space compared to the number of people who have beaten story mode in Necrodancer. And more people have been to space than have beaten story mode in Necrodancer.
All right, then. We'll look forward to that.
Yeah. As soon as I do it, like I'm putting the replay up on YouTube, and I'm going to talk about it until you all die. I think the Nintendo fans that are about to play Cadence of Hyrule later this month are going to be shocked at the high scores that immediately go to the top of the leaderboards by this Super Cat Drugs guy who's never played a Nintendo console in the last 30 years. Yep.
So good luck to you all.
I was thinking I need to make a quick video like how to fucking play Necrodancer. just like a boot camp kind of video, because Sairus was talking about it, and I kind of held my tongue because like he was listening to him, he was doing everything wrong. And I'm like, it's like, I have to attack what? And I'm like, no, you press A to kill yourself.
Always a tough day when someone calls your favorite game a pile of trash.
Man, yeah. Because I know they're wrong, but
right.
I don't have a popular Twitter account to call everyone wrong all at once. Oh wait.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
Right. Danny, what you got lined up for us?
Well,
sounds ominous.
So it's nothing too special. I just with E3 just right around the corner, and I hope you guys can all listen to this before E3 rolls around. But so I was kind of thinking, like, is there anything that you think Nintendo will surprise us with at the show, or that is there anything that you particularly want to see at E3 from this year? And Ty, I mean, because it's you, man, like for Microsoft or something like that, what's something that you think they'll surprise you with, or what's something that you really, really hope to see this year?
Microsoft, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, James, obviously, if you want to talk about Microsoft, be my guest.
Yeah, well, maybe some more Microsoft stuff is gonna make its way over to Switch.
Yeah.
Ty, are you gonna wake up at 5 a.m. on Monday, the 10th of June, to watch the Microsoft conference?
I might.
I'm definitely not waking up at 1 a.m. on
I woke
Wednesday,
up
the
at
June the
fucking
12th.
1 a.m. to play fucking Granblue Versus after
Yeah.
playing it like that morning too.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5 a.m. isn't too early for me to wake up.
Well, the rumors are all like xCloud. Everything's coming to xCloud, right?
Yep, and Game Pass is expanding. They're gonna have Game Pass on PC and God knows what else.
I wonder. Okay, there was the Apple event that happened just a couple of days ago or whatever, and they announced that on Apple TV they're going to support Xbox One controllers and PS4 controllers.
Oh shit!
What do you think well, heck, they already talked about bringing Game Pass and stuff like that to mobile.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
they could bring it to mobile. Why the heck couldn't they bring it to Apple TV? If they did that, that'd be an actual compelling reason to. Yeah, I mean,
Ty, wouldn't you like to play Cuphead with a PlayStation 4 controller on your Apple TV?
Oh boy! Oh boy!
well, hey, Cuphead is coming to Tesla. The car.
Yes.
Oddly enough.
The platform of choice for Evo.
Right.
Yeah,
Everyone just drive their car into the studio.
Fucking roll in, yeah. But okay, so just to make sure that we're on track, what is something that you guys think that Nintendo or Microsoft, and James in your case Nintendo, Ty in your case Microsoft, what do you think is something that they'll surprise us with at the show?
Battletoads.
Battletoads? I thought that was isn't that something that's pretty much? I mean, it's already happening.
They announced
it.
Yeah, okay.
But they're gonna show it to us, and I think what they show is gonna be a surprise.
Okay.
Earlier in this episode, we were talking about Konami having the Metal Gear license and what they're going to do with that. Are they just going to do nothing? It's kind of like Microsoft and Battletoads. What the fuck are they doing with that? Sitting on it.
Yeah. But
do something with it.
More Posse slot.
Well, Battletoads. What else is Banjo? Well, I guess they're doing stuff with Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
They haven't announced any Killer Instinct stuff, but so that would be a surprise.
Season 4, would that be? Or
yeah, but I would say they're well done with the Killer Instinct. I'm gonna call it Killer Instinct 3. So I think they're gonna announce the next one. Well, if they choose to surprise us with one.
Okay.
Killer Instinct Ultimate.
Yeah.
Right.
James, how about you, man? What do you think about Nintendo surprises? What do you think is something that we might see?
Well, I was going to say I'm not staying up till 1 a.m. on Wednesday, June the 12th, which is when the Nintendo Direct is in Japan. Yeah. It's probably a lot better for Americans.
Maybe it's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably watch it at 8 a.m. Wednesday morning. So in terms of surprises, I don't know what they can really surprise us with, because it's pretty much guaranteed that Animal Crossing is going to be there. Yeah. Well, it's not guaranteed, but it's very probable.
At least teased, yeah.
I don't think we're going to have Metroid Prime because, after the news that we heard earlier this year about switching over to retro.
Hit that old reset button, starting over from scratch, boys. Yeah.
God, if only they listened to me 4 years ago. But anyway. So what else is left? I mean, everything else, like Mario Maker 2 will be out. Or no, it won't be out, but it'll be, almost out. So that'll be there and playable, whatever, big deal. People can play it a couple of weeks early.
Right.
Pokemon may or may not have a playable demo,
More yard games.
So there's not really much left. I mean, they could surprise us with in the Direct, they could announce, Super Nintendo games coming to the online service. That would be a nice surprise. But I don't know if that's an E3 kind of announcement. I don't know. Did they announce the NES Online at E3? I don't even remember if they did that.
No, I think they did that in
Although I know they announced it like 3 times because it fucking changed. Like how they were going to do it changed, right?
Right. I think they actually, when they showed it, it was just a few weeks before it came out last year. But
because at one point in the past, it was going to be like you had to buy them, rent them for a month, and you get them free for a month, and then you buy them later or something like that. And they changed that, thank God. But I'm not sure if that's something they would announce, but that would be something that would be not surprising because the rumor's been around for a while, but that would be cool, if they had like a whole bunch of games coming to Super NES Online, because especially with the last 3 games that were announced for NES Online being so fucking piss poor, it does feel like they're kind of scraping the barrel here, like they're ready to move on to SNES, but you never know. That barrel is kind of deep.
Yeah,
they could release a whole lot more shit NES games for another rest of the year, couldn't they?
Yeah, we have some comments in the chat from Adam, and one thing that he says is Ori and the Will of the Wisps, the sequel, I guess, in the Ori and the Blind Forest. I think it'd be cool, just because, like I said, you've seen Cuphead come out. Obviously Minecraft's already out on the Switch. Some more games like that. I think that's within the realm of possibility. Something like this.
Definitely.
Here's another one that I think Adam's stretching here a little bit, but something that that'd be a really neat surprise. Near Automata on the Switch.
Persona 5 as well.
Yeah, right. And actually, there is Adam actually mentioned earlier in the chat that there is a rumor going around right now how The Witcher 3 is apparently supposedly coming to the Switch.
That'll be something that'll be leaked 3 hours before the Direct, and it'll ruin the surprise. It's always the third-party stuff that gets leaked. Right? Like it was like Fortnite. Last year, Fortnite got leaked like an hour before the Direct, so everyone knew it. Yeah. And so then it was like, and Fortnite is coming to Switch. And like, yeah, we know.
It was like, nobody cares. Old news. We learned it 3 hours ago. Yeah,
exactly.
They still have new Smash Brothers characters to show. They might do that at E3.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I just hope that if they do, they don't take like 15 minutes on like one character at the E3 presentation. I think that'd just be a real not.
No, I think that'll be like end credits rolling, and then that's the end of the Direct kind of thing.
Yeah,
just one more thing,
right?
I think guy.
Yeah, Duke guy, that'd be fun. I think okay. Obviously, the new Super Mario 3D World. Sorry, excuse me. Super Mario 3D World skin is going to be in Super Mario Maker. I think they're going to be putting that on the Switch this year. Maybe like a
the game?
Yeah, the game. Like maybe a September release or something like that. It's the second best selling game on the Wii U, like worldwide, just under Mario Kart 8 and right in between Smash.
That's a great game with an incredible soundtrack.
Yeah. I mean, personally, do I really want to play through it again? I don't know. Not right now.
Seriously, if you've never played 3D World, like go to YouTube, just type in 3D World soundtrack and just like anything.
Oh yeah,
because it's all orchestrated. It's just all amazing.
Great.
I don't know. I'm become cynical, after being burned so many times about Metroid Prime 4, and then saying that every year for like 7 years running. You kind of run out of steam after a while. It's like, let's just play it safe. Things that they've already announced or rumors.
I was waiting for that Killer Instinct sequel for 17 years.
Yeah, right. Right. Well,
I mean, we could say like, oh yeah, F-Zero. It's not going to happen.
I was going to say, how about this pie in the sky? Is there anything out there that you guys just think that if this happened, it would be the bee's knees? Like,
F-Zero?
Okay, F-Zero. And I think Adam is kind of right on the. I'm thinking the same exact thing. Rogue Squadron Trilogy remaster. Switch needs some fucking Star Wars. Come on, EA, make it happen. Don't just lock this stuff to Microsoft and Sony. I mean, what the hell? Nintendo was such a big platform for Star Wars stuff back in the day, and having it just ripped out of your hands like that just kind of sucks. But we'll see.
Yeah, like driving games and sports games and like a new Wave Race, a new 1080, a new F-Zero. Those are all things that would be nice, but like I just don't think those games are that popular these days, and it's not worth putting the billions of yens into making those kind of games.
Yeah,
they're more likely to play it safe.
Yeah, I know.
So. I know maybe another sports game, that Mario sports game that we haven't had yet. Mario Golf isn't on Switch, right?
Yeah.
So it could be like something like that. I'm not expecting anything mind blowing.
I'm not either. Do I want something mind blowing? Yes. Is it
Yeah.
is it going to happen? Probably not.
I think Nintendo usually end up winning E3 just by the fact that they don't screw it up like the other two big guys usually do.
That's what it's been recently, right? It's just
Nintendo are just like safe. They have like A level games. It's like AA, AAA, AAA, B, A, and then done. And then the other guys fuck it up somehow. They do something stupid or racist on the stage, and then everything goes wrong, and then everyone just like says how shit they are. And then Nintendo just kind of gets ignored, but secretly they always kind of have secretly the best E3, but no one cares.
Last year's Sony conference was just weird. They're going between like concerts, like played a concert, showed a game for like 10 minutes, showed another concert in some random other location. It was just a fucking mess and just boring and dumb.
So, yeah, Nintendo, they're the safe bet. Which you can say you can take that as positive or negative. They're a safe bet, but it'll be a good time.
Adam also he poses a proposition, I guess. What would you guys think? Okay, maybe not, but what would you guys think of Ubisoft making an F-Zero game? Do you think that would be a good fit?
Ubisoft racing games. Well, they made that racing games.
They make a lot of games, a lot of different kind of games.
An open world Captain Falcon adventure game where you have to climb up a tower to unlock the next area.
It's the Watch Dogs engine.
Yeah.
From the Wii U.
Oh yeah, the new Watch Dogs game, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, taking place in London if the rumors are true.
Oh, okay.
Where all the non-playable characters are playable, which is the most annoying sentence ever written.
Wait, what?
That's all the headlines. You can play as any of the non-playable characters. If you just read that sentence more than once, you'll realize how fucking retarded it is.
Is it like Mario where you just slap the hat on him?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, it's based in London, right? Yeah. I don't know if that would come to Switch. Probably not.
Maybe.
Watch Dogs 2. They might call Watch Dogs 2.
Maybe they'll put it on the clown.
Hey.
Because it's Ubisoft.
Good. All right. Well,
looking forward to it.
Yeah, E3 is always a fun time of year. I always watch all of the big press conferences. Some I won't be watching, but so anyway, all right. Well, I think that's going to do it for our E3 talk. So let's go ahead and close out the show. As always, thank you for tuning in and listening. If you've been watching us live on YouTube, thanks a lot. Really appreciate the comments coming in here from you guys. If you're watching on demand, you can, good. Leave a comment or something like that too. If you're listening to the audio version, awesome. Thanks for listening as usual. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can. You can follow me at DannyBiv, DANNYBIV. James, where can people find you?
This podcast is an absolute bargain, isn't it? You get a live version, video version, audio version, enhanced audio version.
Wow.
All for the low price.
Hold on there, partner.
Actually,
before we get to James's Twitter handle, we got some bad news. So I updated my computer recently, and I was going through the program that I use to edit the podcast, so, GarageBand, the old one from like 2011. Well, when I tried to start up a new project, it basically literally sent it to the trash. Like literally sent the file to the fucking trash and would not let me start a new project. So as it stands right now, enhanced podcasts are dead. I'm very sorry. Please understand.
What?
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. The PC guys have figured it out without GarageBand, so we'll figure it out. I'm at Family Complicated. Follow me for all your Pokemon related news, probably.
Yep. And Ty.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Ty.
Shit.
I got something else to say after that.
Super Cat Drugs. That's my Twitter. It's Super Cat Drugs. Click to find out about anime cat girls and fighting games, and pictures of the Mortal Kombat 2 actors eating mozzarella sticks.
That's gold, man. I saw that.
That's awesome. Yeah,
that's awesome. Cool.
Something I think I forgot to mention last time, but at the beginning of season 3 of the Patreon, 2 guys upgraded their tiers from the tier 2 to tier 3, and I think one of them's watching right now. Well, Fidel Suarez, he upgraded his from tier 2 to tier 3 to the $10 tier, and so did Adam Conforti, which is maybe watching right now, right?
Yeah. Adam.
Yes. Sorry, we forgot to mention that in the last episode, but thank you so much for upgrading your tiers. You are awesome.
Upgrade.
And, yeah, with the $10 one, you get the swag and you get the stickers, and that's that's cool. Hope you enjoy it.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Well, again, thank you for watching and listening. You two jokers too. Thanks for joining in and making this a great show. ? Hope so.
Great.
Everybody out there, enjoy E3. Play some fun games. Watch some videos about some fun games, and we will catch you next time. See you later.
Peace.
Lights.